Every band or musician needs t-shirts to promote themselves, and every fan wants to wear their favorite band or musician on a t-shirt to show off their love. At our Bothering the Band t-shirt store, you can get your favorite Bothering the Band t-shirt, or you can make your own completely custom t-shirt. Stock Make a Tee online on social media or give them a call to create your own t-shirt, your own brand. Tell Meryl or Stephanie you heard about them on Bothering the Band, and I promise they will be extra helpful. Use the coupon code BOTHERME for 10% off an order of $20 or more. That's BOTHERME, BOTHERME, for 10% off. Make a Tee online. Go buy a Bothering the Band shirt or make your own shirt. Here's the episode. We built a beautiful episode of Bothering the Band with Ben Rogers. You'll get that pun once you listen. But Ben Rogers makes music that we love. It's that Americana, folky style music, but he's from Canada, so we'll call it Canadana. Again, you'll get that dumb joke when you listen. Ben is famous for not only making music, but he's also on an awesome show called Loudermilk. And we are so thrilled he sat down with us to answer our dumb questions about how he takes his coffee, the last lie he told, all kinds of Canada shit, and a bunch of other fun stuff. So listen up. Here we go. All right, everyone, give it up for Bothering the Band. We're here with Ben Rogers of the Ben Rogers Band. So you're building a tiny home? I have to dive into this.
Yeah, I'm building a tiny home on the back half of my property in Gibsons, BC. It's not very tiny anymore, though. It kind of started tiny, and I just keep adding things to it. So it's becoming it's going from a tiny home to a big monstrosity, basically.
Is there like one thing that you wanted in it that you got, like a spiral staircase or anything like that?
A wood stove. I really wanted a wood stove in there, and I can't think of anything else. I mean, it's still a ways to go till it's finished. So there may be a spiral staircase in the end. Who knows?
A fireman pole.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
It's not bad outside if you do like a roof thing, and then you just need to get down real quick.
Or just going like from the bedrooms in the loft. So just having that, and the bathrooms right below it. So maybe just one of those going to the bathroom.
It'll save space.
At night, when you really got to take a leak, and just zip right down.
You just got to be careful what you wear to bed.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing gets
mostly I wear nothing, so it'd be pretty hard going down a fireman's pole naked, I'd imagine. Pretty painful.
You just gotta get it to one side, my man.
Yeah.
What inspired you to do a tiny home? Do you watch those tiny home repair shows or anything like
that? I do not. My wife kind of tried to turn me on to it, but I can't get into it. But I do watch plenty of YouTube videos on people who have built tiny homes and what they do, and I've kind of stolen some ideas from that. But I wanted to have I mean, my house is just under 1,000 square feet, so it's not huge, and I wanted a separate area where I could create and have friends over. They could stay. I can make music till all hours of the night, and not have to worry about it. So that was, yeah.
No, is there soundproofing it at all?
Not properly. That's a huge. I just finished doing my brother Matt's studio, and it is quite a process and very expensive, and I can't afford it. But it'll be soundproof enough for, some sad folk music.
Which is, we were saying this in the intro, is right up my alley. That's my bread and butter right there. Which is a perfect segue to our next question. How do you describe, and you kind of just did it, how do you personally describe your music?
Oh God.
This is the lamest question we have. All the other ones are
fun. I don't know. I wish, I wish I had a very poignant answer, but I don't. I mean, I don't know. It's always evolving. So I don't know. It's oh man, it's hard to say. So I'm doing a real job of answering this question, but
yeah. No, I understand.
I mean, it's always, it's like Dylan says, as long as you're in a state of becoming, you'll sort of be okay. So I don't want to sound pretentious and say, oh, I don't want to put a label on what I do. But I mean, I want to leave it open to where I want to go next. But I mean, at this point, I've gone through some different iterations of, starting with the storytelling and going a bit more Americana country in the second record, and then this one kind of veering a bit more into rock and roll. And I mean, it's still Americana, but step by step, it's becoming, album by album, it's becoming something just slightly different from what it was before.
Yeah. If I may, I was talking to a buddy of mine and telling him about the podcast tonight and your music, and I was like, it's just good, solid rock and roll in the vein of Neil Young and like Crosby, Stills and Nash, and
I like those comparisons. Thanks.
That original organic rock and roll music. That's how I would describe it personally.
Yeah.
Or this is the dumb joke I made. You're Canadian, so it's not Americana, it's Canadana.
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 Donna
Cana. British Columbia. Real dumb. Welcome to the podcast. Do you drink milk?
Do I drink milk?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I don't normally. I drink. Well, my wife's been really getting me into cream top milk, because they don't sell non-homogenized milk, right? So I've been getting it. This is kind of the next best thing, and it is amazing.
Cream
top? Cream top. Yeah, I don't know what the brands are, but it's all grass-fed, organic stuff, and it actually tastes like it just came out of the cow, as opposed to watered down shit that you get at the grocery store. So
I can't remember the last time I had a glass of milk.
And
cream top milk.
Cream top, try that, because normal milk is horrendous. It's terrible. But that stuff is really good.
All right. Do you consider yourself a coffee snob?
I am a coffee addict.
Nice.
I am not so much a coffee snob. I know what I like, but I'm not an asshole about it.
Yeah.
Really. I won't turn down a shitty McDonald's coffee. I don't really care.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd prefer to drink a nice acidic, um, bitter coffee. You know, I'm a bitter guy, so I
Yeah.
like my coffee bitter. And but you know, yeah, I'm not too picky.
So you like the good stuff, but you're not gonna turn your nose up to, whatever you can get.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
How do you
If
take your coffee?
I take it with cream,
Nice. No sugar, no sweetener.
no sugar. Yeah, no, I can't deal with the sugar, but I love cream. Love cream.
Yeah. Okay. Big question.
Mm.
How did you get into acting?
uh, I think I was around. I think I was 15, and my sister, who's a few years younger than me, she did this. She in a raffle at her school. She got this. She won this package that was like um, free acting classes, and then at the end of the acting intensive, you got a free meeting with an agent. And so she did the course. Then when it came time for the meeting with the agent, my mother, who's a very I won't say pushy, but a persuasive person, called the agency and asked if it would be okay if I came as well. So I tagged along with my little sister, and we both met with this agency called Carrier Talent Management. And she did not get picked up, but I did. So
Wow.
so I've been with them ever since. And yeah, I haven't done much recently because I've wanted to kind of just take a step back from doing shitty TV shows. But yeah, it's been a long, fun journey doing that.
Are you able to watch yourself on screen?
No, I don't do it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, if I felt, I mean, I went and saw like a movie that I was in, and went to this premiere, and that was fun. You know, it was a unique sort of experience. I hadn't done that before. I hadn't gone to a film premiere before, um, at a film festival, and so I wanted to do that. But I think since then, I really haven't watched anything that I've been in. So,
Well, Loudermilk is great, and you're great in it. So, and
thanks, man.
I mean, the television show aside, it has given me a lot of good new music. So, and
Yeah,
we're such music geeks that, I'm just pausing and like, what the fuck song is this? And like looking up the lyrics and stuff. So,
yeah.
you know,
Have you interviewed Andy Schaaf yet? I don't even know if that's how you pronounce his last name, but
no,
his music's heavily featured in the first season, and he actually does a little cameo in it, which I don't know if many people picked up on it, but he's great. He's from Saskatchewan. He's a guy
I don't
you'll
know.
want to. He's amazing. You'll want to check him out.
Speaking of Canadian music, Neil Young or Neil Peart?
Oh man, well, I think hands down I'll choose Neil Young, but what would the world be like without Neil Peart? That's like, I don't know. He is just
He's on another level.
monolith of a drummer. It's like, I don't know. He comes up. He gets referenced a lot when we're jamming.
Yeah.
Anytime so a drummer does anything really colorful, it's Neil Peart. So yeah, no, I love both Neils.
Love the Neils.
Yeah.
That's a shirt. We love the Neils. Have you ever busked?
Yeah. Yeah, mostly when I was like in my teens, maybe in my early 20s as well. I did some, but yeah, not too much, but
did you make any money? Anyone throw a 20?
I can't remember any 20s. I don't think I was really all that good. So back then, so I think I got some toonies. I don't know if you you've heard about the toonies.
Of course. I love Canada. Spent some time there. I bet you I have Canadian money hidden all over this garage right now.
Yeah, save your toonies, man. They're gonna be a collector item one day.
Do you have a nickname?
Yeah, my friends like to call me Shitbird every now and again, but no, not any real formal nicknames. I don't know. I mean, close friends will call me Benny, but that's about it.
Well, why Shitbird?
Because it's something I call everyone else.
Do you mind if I steal that?
Not at all. Not at all. You can also steal Shit Fire, which is a really good exclamation to make, if for many occasions, really.
Can you use it in a sentence? Or like give me it's not a verb, right? You're not shitting fire.
No, you it's more like you sit down, you're on your front porch and you crack a beer and you go, well, shit fire.
Oh, I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's pointless, but it really rolls off the tongue, and it's something I got from a Cormac McCarthy book called Suttree, and a lot of the characters in it will say, well, shit fire. And so it became an infectious thing in my vocabulary from that point on. So it's going on 5 years strong.
I love it. It reminds me of something I say. I say devils a lot, and in the same vein as that, like devils, or like complaining, like if you're like you stub your toe or something. It reminded me of that.
Well, try shit fire on for size. It's really pleasing.
Oh, 100%. I'm going to try that. I'm going to wedge it real hard into a conversation soon.
Okay.
Someone's gonna be like, what is it? Like when I take my daughter to school, I'll say tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, spot on. Did you ever play Cowboys and Indians when you were a kid?
I'm sad to say that I did. And that was a big, influence of, Hollywood, Hollywood idea of the Indians being the bad guys, and the Cowboys, the white saviors.
Yeah.
And we bought into that lie. As kids, we
I think the good thing is I have a daughter, 7-year-old daughter. She has a bunch of friends. I don't think that's around anymore. I also don't.
I would hope not.
I don't think kids are playing as much as when I or you. I don't know how old you are, but when we were younger, toy guns I don't think is as prevalent.
No,
that was huge when I was a kid.
Yeah, I think it took a few kids getting shot to death for people to realize that it wasn't such a good idea.
Yeah, no, that's bad
Oh.
bad news. We're gonna this is a perfect segue. Did you ever eat anything weird as a kid? Boogers? You?
I mean, probably. What did I eat? Communion.
Yeah, okay. Stale crackers.
Yeah, the old Christ cracker.
Oh man.
I mean, it's weird to me now. It's weird
Yeah.
to me now. Crackers and grape juice, like what a weird substitution for the flesh of a god, the flesh and blood of a god. Crackers and grape juice.
Did they pass around the same I don't like apparatus to drink from to everyone, or you got your own individual?
No, it was probably a recycling nightmare. You got this little, like half shot glass of grape juice.
Oh, okay.
And then they would, I think they just place a little, wafer on your hand.
Yeah.
And so you'd slam back the Welch's and grape juice. And
Oh, it's not. It's like store bought.
yeah.
They should make it. They should make their own grape juice, like the church.
Yeah, I mean, at least make a bit of an effort.
Yeah, have the nuns back there stomping on grapes and the thing, like I Love Lucy.
There you go. Yeah. That I would drink.
Nun feet. There we go. Have you ever worked in a record shop?
No, I just played a guy who does, but
Yeah.
But actually, that the record store where we shoot is a place called Neptune Records, which is on Main Street in Vancouver, and it's a great record store run by a very good friend of mine named Rob Frith. And so it was really funny when I got the call sheet to go in and saw where we were filming.
Yeah.
I just called Rob and was like, do you know that I'm shooting at your store tomorrow? And he was floored. So it made it really, really fun, and hanging out with Rob, and
Oh, that's cool, man. Shout out
to Rob.
Neptune Records.
Yeah, Neptune Records. And it's really hard though, because sometimes you're on set. I think I had one like 16-hour day in there, and it's not very good for your wallet if you just keep browsing around for records.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. That's actually pretty wild. You're just there, and you're like, then you start, like, I think, justifying it to yourself. You're like, I need this, I don't know, Collective Soul CD or record, whatever.
Yeah, I can't imagine I'd ever want a Collective Soul.
I don't know why that's the first thing that popped in my head.
Oh man, if you ever want to watch a cringe-worthy video, it's Collective Soul playing on the streets of Morocco, I think. And I think they're playing Heaven Let Your Light Shine Down, like acoustic. And all the locals are like, what are these crackers doing?
I wrote it down. That's what I was doing.
It's really good. It's really, really good, really bad.
Oh, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When's the last time you watched There Will Be Blood?
Oh man, I need to do a rewatch very soon. That's a film that, like, I think I'd watch at least once a year until the past couple of years I haven't, but that's just an incredible film.
Oh no, I couldn't agree more. It's a heavy film, so I think it like once a year is probably spot on.
Mhm.
Probably right.
Yeah. Give me the blood, Lord.
Pretty good. Huh? That's a pretty good impression.
I've worked on it. I've quoted that a few times in my day. So it's a great one to keep in the repertoire.
I can't remember the last time I watched that. That's gonna have to come back around soon as well.
Yep.
Dumb and Dumber or There's Something About Mary.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber for sure. I no offense, Pete, but I never really got into Something About Mary.
I think
It was more like college humor, for lack of a better descriptor to me, like that sort of like American Pie,
yeah.
you know, like I don't know, cum jokes, and like I didn't really find it that funny, but Dumb and Dumber's incredible. Like Jim Carrey's insane.
I agree, and I think There's Something About Mary's a little bit more crude. That's the word I was thinking of, crude in my head.
Right.
Where Dumb and Dumber is more innocent, and you're rooting for those guys so much.
Yeah, I think that Dumb and Dumber just stands the test of time.
Yeah,
a bit more, you know. I only saw There's Something About Mary once, and to be honest, I don't remember really what I thought about it, except that I wasn't, you know,
it didn't
stick with me.
Peter Farrelly is a big listener, so you know we'll let you guys figure it out.
Hey man, you can't like it all, you know.
Okay, hold on. Actually, can you see me?
I can see you. Yeah.
Okay. Excuse my handwriting. How do you pronounce that word?
Okay, well, I tend to just okay. Syrup. Some people do syrup.
Okay.
I'm more of a syrup guy. Surreptitious. Syrup makes more sense. Syrup is, I don't know, makes more sense when it comes out of my mouth, you know. So I don't know.
Well, the reason I wrote it down was because when I was writing the question, I was like, I found myself like second guessing how I say it. So
yeah.
I'm like, dude, what do I say? Syrup. I think I say syrup, but the more I said it over and over again, I was like, I started questioning the whole meaning of the word.
Yeah. Well, like my wife always points out when I say there's three things that I say that are apparently incorrect. So one of them is pillow.
Oh yeah, that's wild.
Pillow, not pillow.
Yeah.
Pillow. Bagel.
Wait, you say bagel?
Bagel. I don't know. I don't know how else you're supposed to say that. And milk. Not milk, milk.
Milk. I've heard the milk.
Have you? Yeah, okay. So I'm not the only one.
I've heard that before. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna Abby, the producer, is asking me to ask you to say this word. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Because we have an internal. Bagel's pretty fucking insane. Okay, how do you say that word?
Cauliflower.
Oh,
Cauliflower. Is that correct? Cauliflower.
I think he's saying it. I think he's saying it right. And she makes fun of me because I say collie, like a dog, like the dog.
Collie. That's kind of nice, man. You know what blew my mind though? I've been listening to this TrueCon podcast called Case File, and there's an Australian host, and he says aluminium.
Oh yeah.
which I find wild. Aluminium. I might.
I've heard a British person say that, but to me, when you say aluminium, if you look at the word, there's like an extra syllable in there they're adding.
Yeah. I don't know where the silent I comes from, but hey, man, whatever. I'll take it.
That was fun. That was a fun little exercise. We've never done anything like that. That was a lot of fun.
Right on.
Have you ever?
Let's do it again. We'll have a few beers and then we'll do it again.
Oh, it'll get way worse. We'll just and then we'll have to think of real fun words.
Yeah, like Floxanoxnet, the longest, or what was previously the longest word in the world. It's like Floxanoxnet nilipihilification, I think. It's wild. But,
yeah, we can't even get that one out sober.
Yeah.
Here's another, I guess, word question. When you spell the word color, do you use a U?
See,
there's another reason I asked.
I do not most of the time because I think it's fucking dumb. But I understand that, it's a social norm to for Canadians to spell it that way. And I just don't see the point in going to all that effort. It's not Kalauer. It's color. So I don't know. I'll side with you Americans on that one.
Okay.
But yeah, what else?
No, I was gonna say, isn't City in Color with a U?
It's a U, yeah. He's a proud Canadian boy, so I think I think, yeah.
We got to get him on the pod so he can refute your side. Like he'll be on the U side of this argument.
Yeah, hit him up. See how he pronounces bagel.
Oh man, I don't know if you ever heard of this show. It was called Community.
I've heard of it. I never saw it.
It had its moment.
Is that with Chevy Chase?
Yeah.
Right.
A character in that program says bagel. The other characters make fun of her, but in like the news or something I read is that like they wrote it in because that's actually how she said.
Right on.
Yeah.
Bagel. Boggle.
Bagel. Have you ever driven a van in Vancouver?
Oh yeah. My you know what? Of course. My mother used to run a daycare and had this awesome Ford Econoline 16 to 18 passenger van.
Full size.
Huge. And so in the summertime when she, the daycare would go on a hiatus for the summer break and I had tours, I would borrow my mom's van. And so we could cram all 5 guys in there and all our gear. And it said, so here we are like driving throughout Vancouver, driving throughout the country. And it says on the side, it says Nancy's house, a home away from home.
Oh man, I'm so surprised you didn't call your band Nancy's House.
Nancy's house. Yeah.
And then the first record would be A Home Away from Home.
A home away from home.
Oh man.
Yeah, that would never happen. But
I was going to ask you if it had some sort of insignia on the side. That's great.
I don't know how good we were for advertising, but
I wonder if anyone like confused it. They're like, I just saw this great band, and then they left the gig and they got in this van. I think they're called Nancy's. I didn't get that. Yeah, that's great. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I haven't had any. Unfortunately, I haven't had any real firsthand experiences with ghosts, but I'd love to. I'd love to be one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do believe them. Yeah, I think there are spirits floating around out there.
Yeah, I agree. I've always, when people have asked me that, I've always been like, I want to see one so bad. I never have.
Yeah,
I'm open to it. Let's bring it on.
yeah. I guess we should be careful what we wish for, but it would be cool to experience that.
Yeah, depending. I think there'd be some moments I'd prefer not, like maybe getting out of the shower, sliding naked down a fireman pole to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd
Some
be
some creepy kids in the corner.
perfect question. Why are ghost children scarier than ghost adults?
I don't know. I don't find them scarier than
Oh yeah.
ghosts. And I just think it's been hammered to death at this point. I think they got to stop.
You think it's like
But
Hollywood making it?
yeah, it's just been done to death. No, pun intended, but like get can't you just have like an undead, teenager?
Middle-aged man.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? It's always got to be a kid.
It's a kid or an old lady.
Like, and they act the way a kid, like you've never seen a kid act this way ever, but they're touched by the paranormal, so they're very serious. And yeah, I don't know. Haley Joel Osment was great, but come on.
Uh, have you learned anything new today?
Okay. Have I learned anything new? Yeah, don't. Okay, so I woke up around 5:30 and was craving something sweet. I wasn't ready to get up, but I was craving something sweet and drank, made like a Gatorade drink. I'm staying at my brother's and he's got kids and I've got powdered Gatorade. And so I was like, oh, mix some Gatorade into a little water. Yeah, don't do that at 5:30 in the morning. This wakes you right up.
I thought you were talking about like you got up from a nap at 5:30 p.m.
No. 5:30 a.m. Woke up, had some Gatorade, didn't get back to sleep.
You needed, oh yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you heard it here, folks. Don't wake up at 5:30 a.m. and drink powdered sugar water.
Yeah.
No. Do you have a favorite jacket?
Yeah, you know what? My wife's making me this. She hasn't finished it yet. It's been my birthday present for my past 2 birthdays.
Okay.
It's just been in different stages of almost completion, and it's this beautiful black glam jacket, this long flowing jacket. I'm really into glam rock, the glam rock look. So she obliged and made me a beautiful jacket. So while I have not worn it, it is my favorite jacket.
Great answer. Great answer. For real. Didn't expect that one. And the reason I asked is, one, Canada's cold, you got to wear jackets, but also two, all the photos of you're if you're wearing a jacket on stage, it is a cool jacket. There's one that's like leopard.
Oh yeah, I love that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then on your somewhere else, there's a cool black denim one. Anyways, good taste.
Oh yeah. Oh, thanks, man.
What's something you recently lost?
That's a good question. Oh, my driver's license.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, it's quite bad. I haven't replaced it yet.
Do you
And
know where you
I
lost it?
haven't been driving around.
You don't know where you lost it? Just
No idea. No idea. But yeah, could be anywhere out there. Hopefully some 14-year-old kid is using it to buy liquor right now.
or I mean, someone might mail it back to you. That's the nice thing to do.
That would be a nice thing to do. I don't know if I have that faith in humanity, but yeah, that would be nice.
That's what I would do. I would just put it in an envelope, put whatever address is there, send it back. That sucks, man. This is just a dumb podcast, but that's like one of the worst things you could do.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, this is a good one. The cover of the Wildfire album.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you were there. How did you feel about setting a piano on fire?
I felt pretty good.
Yeah.
I was there and I carted that thing
Oh.
up there. I gutted it. It's a gutted piano.
Mhm.
And disassembled it and then put it back together on the shore. And it was really fun to watch it burn. We actually shot a music video that I never released while it was burning, a video for a song called The Killing Kind, which is on Wildfire. So
Yeah.
Someday maybe we'll unearth that and put it out there so people can watch it burn.
Yeah,
But,
it's super cool. I thought about that. I was like, I wonder if he was there for that, or if it's something he pulled, or a photographer or something. But I was like, if he was there for that, I wonder what kind of visceral feeling. If it was cool, or if there's a part of you as a musician where you're like, it's burning something important.
I mean, it was an absolute shit piano, so I didn't really feel that bad. But yeah, I didn't feel too bad about it. I cleaned it up afterwards, didn't leave a mess. So,
Oh, that's good.
the environment was unscathed in the end.
That's good. That's good. It is super cool. What a cool album. Man.
Thanks, man.
Do you know how to start a fire from scratch?
No, you know what? I've been watching a lot of the show Alone.
I knew.
I spend a lot of time in the bush, and really I should be able to, but as of yet, no. That's a good. You're lighting a fire under my ass to, finally learn how to light a fire.
Oh man, I'm gonna check back in with you in a couple weeks when we release this. I want to know.
Yeah, dude. I'll upload a video when I do.
That's the promo we should do for the podcast releases. You just know.
Yeah, there you go.
Bone. What is it called? A bow saw? I don't know. What are you gonna use?
Yeah. What do you call those things? I feel like an idiot. Is it a bow saw?
Well, with the stick and
the stick and you take twine and
yeah. Bow saw.
Yeah.
I think I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
It sounds like something they would say in Alone, which is a great show.
It's a great show, man. Love that show.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Naked and Afraid?
I have not, and this always comes up when I mention Alone to people. And is it anything like Naked and Afraid? I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but my guess is no.
Well, I will say I've watched both. Naked and Afraid is a more of a reality show where there's people just arguing and stuff like that. I think the people on Alone make the people on Naked look like complete garbage. Like,
Yeah, from what? Mhm.
Go ahead.
Oh no, from what I've heard about it, it sounds like total trash. So
I mean, when you watch Alone, the amount of shit they get done in the little time, like they're building homes with like insulation, and these people are still like sleeping on ground and like doing nothing for weeks, and you're like, what's happening here? It really
yeah,
like outdoes the other.
yeah, man, it's really cool to watch how they work with nature and how industrious they all are.
Yeah.
So
cool.
I mean, most of them are. Some of them are fucking useless, and I don't know how they got in the show in the first place. But
There's
most
always
of them are.
one guy who gets hurt the first day and has to use a light.
Yeah.
Stuck.
Yeah.
Do you ever get recognized on the street?
Not really. I don't think so. I've had it, a couple times. But yeah, no, not in recent memory. But I've been wearing a mask a lot, so who knows?
True.
Actually, I like the mask. I like hiding behind the mask. I'm all for it.
I don't mind it at all. I don't get I'm not a famous musician, but
I'm not either.
I don't know, man. I beg to differ.
Well, who knows? Who knows?
What's the last lie you told?
Oh man. Well, actually, I told one last night because somehow I was sitting around with my brother and his wife and my nephew, and somehow the topic of one night in Bangkok came up.
Okay.
And she told me, and I didn't know this, it's from a musical called oh God, what's it called again? Who cares? But it's from a musical.
Okay.
And so we did a refresher of the song, and at the end of the song, I was like, wow, that was terrible. And then I went to bed and woke up at 5:30 and drank Gatorade.
Yep.
And it was still going through my head. So it must be good. And then at 10 a.m. it was still going through my head. And then I kind of decided that I think I probably liked it all along. So that was a little lie I think I told.
Yeah, that's a little fib. And this just in from my producer is the musical called Chess.
Chess, yes.
Yeah.
Which is why he mentions chess about 1 million times in the first verse. So
yeah,
there you go.
We're solving things left and right.
Yeah.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I'm actually at my brother's house building a desk and bookshelves for my sister-in-law. And so it's actually the final day of working on it. I just have to polyurethane the whole thing and call it a day. Mm-hmm.
And does your brother know how to start a fire from scratch?
He does not. If I don't, he doesn't.
You guys got to tag team it.
Yeah, dude. I'll get my little nephews involved. So, I mean, it's not a very good time to be starting a fire since, the province is burning. But, we can start a little one and put it out in a very controlled and safe way.
Yeah, get some water. Have everything ready before you do it.
Yeah.
Don't go scrambling when after for a fire extinguisher.
Yes, good advice. Yeah.
Okay, so what's next for Ben Rogers and Ben Rogers Band?
Well, finally going into the studio and recording the next record.
Oh, nice.
And probably another one in quick succession after that. I've got some catching up to do. So mostly focusing on recording and getting back on the road a little bit, but I'm not holding my breath that things are going to be back up and running.
Yeah. So are you doing shows right now with City and Color, or?
No, not till November. It's just like a 3-date run.
Okay.
That I'm doing with them. But yeah, other than that, there's talk of some things, but nothing concrete just yet.
Cool. Everyone follow Ben Rogers Music on Instagram. Go listen to his albums. Blood Red Yonder, fucking man, that one hits me hard.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude. I can't thank you enough for being here.
Thanks so much for having me. It was fun.
Yeah, dude, super fun. We love what you're doing. I have to ask, is there going to be another season of Loudermilk?
I have no idea. I wish I knew, but I think they're kind of waiting to see how it goes on.
Yeah.
Now that it's found a new home on Prime, and so I don't know what stage it's at right now, to be honest, but would love to come back. It's a really fun project to work on. So,
well, it's a good show. You're good in it. I'm glad they let you
play
some music on it. And that's how I found you. And like I said, man, I love your tunes, and thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Gray eyes and a stolen purse. 6 pounds of state jewelry on my ankles and wrists. I'd renewed the old family curse. A spiderweb windshield, they'll never let my ass pass the borderline. I'm just looking for a place to spend the rest of my sins before the jig is up and I can go home. And it's a hard bargain we drive. We ain't living, we're just trying to survive. Knocked out, loaded and let down, vanished in the air, and was steady going nowhere. Well, she smiled and drew the blinds and then pulled back the cover. Said it's been nice being friends, now can we just be lovers? Well, it's hard being a pimp, can I cower neath the concrete sun? You can get a lethal injection in the Sunshine State or an alley down on Hastings Street. And it's a hard bargain we drive. We ain't living, we're just trying to survive. Knocked out, loaded and let down, vanished in the air, and was steady going of kindness yet. I have danced with death so often, I can teach you all the steps. And somewhere stolen, my fate plays out so much differently. Far from this no man's wasteland, free falling